Hi there, Kevin Roper from Roper Properties. Let me just go through a little bit of what we do as a company. One of the things about what I learned very earlier on in my 36 years experience here on the island in the estate agency was that the no pressure sale, the idea of service to the client, was fundamental because I always thought really that the seller leaves and the buyer comes. So our priority always was to give the best of service to the clients, coming and of course going as well. To give them that kind of service where there's no worry in the purchase of the property. One of the big things that most people do come in, there's a certain anxiety, fear. It's a foreign country that they're buying in, and what can I do? What's all the anxiety that you might get when you don't know what the rules and regulations are. One thing we always do is we tell them that look, get yourself a solicitor, make sure that you know that everything's correct. And the reason I've last 36 years on this island selling property is because we do things correctly. The main thing we do, I would say, is you have no problem with the paperwork, i.e. Everything's taken care of from you come in, you get your NIE number, which is a number that you need more or less like a passport for the Spanish authorities, and that number never leaves you. It's your identification number and number of identification. So from there we have you get accompanied to the police station, we fill out the forms, we do. So that's stage one. Stage two, you need to open up a bank account. Opening up a bank account is fairly straightforward. You just need to get some kind of identification, of course, whether you've got your passport, but also you need like a P60 or a tax declaration to be able to open up the bank account. Second thing is we're great ones for doing the homework. What's going to suit you as a person that's buying a property, whether it's a one bedroom to a villa or a larger property. The main thing is to try and find out what you really want, what you want to do with the property. Is it for renting, or is it for my family to use, or both rent and family? Because with our 12 months of the year season, it's feasible to do that the whole year. You know, parents in the winter, business associates, families, all that kind of thing, because of this 12 months of the year, which brought me to Lanzarote originally. Originally, I lived in Florida, and I did look for somewhere in Europe where I would have 12 months of the year sunshine. As you can probably tell, from my accent, I'm from Glasgow, Scotland originally. And one of the things I learned in life is when you get a little taste of the sunshine all the year round, you certainly don't want to go back to the cold and the rain. So I'm very fortunate to have lived here 36 years on the island, which to me, as I say, is my little bit paradise. But to go back to, I came from Florida to here because it's the only place in Europe where you do get 12 months of the year sunshine. Through these times that we're going through, it's one of the advantages we do have, that we are in the Canary Islands and we do have this 12-year season, 12 months of the year season. I got that right in the end, didn't I? So I came here from Florida with my wife, 2 children, and I've never really looked back, and I've got to say it's one of the, I've travelled a great deal, and this to me will always be home, and I'm very fortunate to be living here. So to go on to just another little synopsis of what we do as a company. So we try to do our homework with you. There's no pressure. The thing is, we try to find what you want in the way of properties. In a budget that you're going to be happy with, because And we tried to break down as well what your costs are going to be on a yearly basis, what the rates are going to cost, what the rubbish collection and the various taxes that you have to pay. You also have to pay the electric, the water. How do we do that? We do it by a standing order. We do all that, which is the important thing. That we don't just sell and leave you running around trying to do all these things. It's all part of the selling package, as it were, if you want to call it that. But that's an important side that, you know, for us, we have many clients that we also sell exclusive to, and we get exclusive properties back on the market. But many clients have said to us about the package that we do make available to them, that they just didn't have a worry. And you can check that out on the testimonials that we have. They just they thought it was so easy, and so we have everybody. We've worked very hard in getting this package for the people that they have no worries. There's also the idea of, what am I going to do? Can I get a manager? And so we have all that information for you. So these are some of the important things that we have in our company. I'll be speaking to you again about the various things that go on in Lanzarote and what we do as a company and how the marketing is going to go for the future. I'll be speaking to you again. Thanks for taking the time with me. I'm Kevin Roper from Roper Properties.